Match reaction, Manchester United 4, Sheffield United 2. Your reaction to that game?
Should have sewn it up at half-time, to be honest with you, but we've seen it all season. Missed opportunities. Listen, 4, 5 goals. Really, that's what it should have been in the first half. Made hard work of it, but we've seen it time and time again. And I've got to be saying it, when they scored the second goal early on in the second half, I'd nearly lost the will to live. I honestly did. I thought, here we go again. Missed chances by lots of them, really, and it was poor the chances what United created, and they should have had them out of sight. Sheffield United, I thought, stuck to the task. Not a good side, we can see that. I thought they were a very physical side, made it difficult for Garnacho. I mean, when people go on about Saka being fouled and he needs protection and Salah and all that protection, I mean, it's about time Erik ten Hag opened his mouth and said, this kid needs protection. Yeah. They were rough, dirty at times. But the second half, I thought Sheffield United come out a little bit, made a game of it, scored the goal early on. And I thought, we're in trouble here. It's going to be the same old. But all credit to Man United, put the chances away, and we come away with a win. And I can't ask for any more.
Plenty of possession as well for Manchester United tonight.
Unbelievable possession in that first half. I think Sheffield United were just there to hang on and hope that it can change in the second half. They've seen, as well as we've all seen, things change. You get one half opportunities, you might score a goal or two, and then in the second half, United either fade away or the opposite way round. And I think Sheffield United sent it a bit of blood. They came at it. I've got to give them credit for that. They came at it. They tried to take it to United, got the goal, and a very good goal by them, 2-1. But I thought United throughout the game were head and shoulders above them. That is a poor Sheffield United side. But then I have to say it's a poor Manchester United side. But we get the victory. We put 4 goals in and probably missed about 6 or 7. And if it was 7, 8 goals to United, I wouldn't have been shocked, really. What I'm shocked about, and really not shocked, was the opportunities missed. That's the poor side of the game.
Bruno Fernandes, 7 goals and an assist in his last 5 games in all comps. Where would we actually be without his goals?
Well, he put the penalty away, and to be honest with you, it was a great penalty. Bit of pressure there with the way the game was going. So he did well to put that away. And then the second goal he scored, absolutely blinding goal. And with his left foot as well. Everything he seems to do outside the area with his right foot, his best foot, seems to go wide or over the top. But it was a great goal, and I was pleased for him for that. What I did notice today from the midfield and the back four, Bruno as well, a lot of long balls tonight over the top. And I don't think I've seen so many long balls. I think they were just hoping to catch him. Nearly worked on a few occasions. Bruno was there. I thought he'd run around, did his job. But I've got to give him man of the match, really, for the 2 goals. But the performance, was it a great performance? No, it was a workmanlike performance. And that's Bruno, workmanlike.
But also, you're looking at the 2 goals we conceded tonight. Individual mistakes as well.
Oh, listen, it was they were bad. The slow movement and that from United running back and that they weren't really up to standard as a team. Knew what they were doing. They'd gone out there, and then it was like, I've got to do something. Whereas really it should be, this is what we've got to do as a team. And that's what we seem to get. Players wanting to do things without bringing the team along with them. And they were the worst enemy. But the first goal, oh, listen, you were screaming, I was literally screaming, my hands in my head, right? And to be honest with you, Onana must have felt like he wanted a big hole to open up and suck him into it. But I think everybody in the ground and wherever they were, every United fan watching that, put their hands in their head and went, oh no, I cannot believe it. The weekend with the abuse and like the disappointment and everything about the semi-final, the way the collapse was, it was, no, I can't believe what I've just seen. It's going to happen again, and
credit to him as well.
Listen, credit to him, you know what I mean? But, they scored the goals, and I thought their second goal, they came out in the second half and they went for it, and they were up for it. I've got to give them that. And it was a really good goal. But if you look and you watch it again, the amount of players standing around, not chasing back and just watching what's going on. How many times, it's criminal really when you look at it, how many times in the second half, right, do we get caught out by people not awake? And I looked at Eriksen there for that second goal, just stood around, not really knowing what to do. And he had a poor game, really. And I thought, really, this was a chance for him, like, to step up and get fit and look for a place going forward. But clearly, you can see people like Eriksen, their time's up at United.
Yeah, you've been saying quite a lot, not just in the few weeks, but all season, really. Garnacho needs to start on the left-hand side, and you've seen the majority of our play always looking threatening, coming down that left-hand side. But on that right-hand side, a lot of people thought Ahmad would have got a start tonight. Erik ten Hag's been bigging him up in the programme notes, in recent press conferences, and we've seen another limp performance from Anthony, in my opinion. But how did you see it?
Yeah, I've got to agree with it. All the work rate, all the attacking really came down the left, and Garnacho was bright. And like I say, he was getting fouled, and that was probably one of the reasons why. And that's where it was all coming from. But Anthony, I thought he had a limp game, like you say, poor game. Didn't really go at the attack. What you want to see from Anthony, especially against a team what was getting caught out, especially with the long ball at the back. You wanted Anthony to get the ball and take him on, but you didn't really see that. Once or twice you see it, but it was a poor game. He was under pressure, and I thought there would have been more of it. But Ahmad, and I did say yesterday, that Ahmad needs to start. This kid, right, is looking for a move because he's not being given the opportunities. And you can see that he's got something. It brings a freshness to the side. And the way Erik ten Hag was talking pre-match and that, it was as though Ahmad was going to start. So I think it was a very bit of a disappointment for Ahmad. He should have started, to be honest with you. He needs the 6 league games going before the end of the season, and then obviously a cup final, to show everybody what he can do. And I think it was a missed opportunity there, and he should really have started. So for Erik ten Hag, I'm not too happy with him not playing him, because the opportunities are there now. We know what Anthony can do, but he keeps persisting with him, and Anthony does not change in what he does.
Just to finish on as well, Jurgen Klopp's farewell tour is not going to plan. Got beat by Everton tonight. How happy are you seeing the actual demise there of Jurgen Klopp in his final season?
Nothing makes me more happier than seeing Liverpool fail. And it's come under Klopp, his last few games, and they've just collapsed now. To be beaten by Everton, that's really poor. So as a United fan, I'm absolutely over the moon. And what you've got to look forward to now, right, is you've got the Burnley game, Crystal Palace, and then you've got Arsenal. You've got Arsenal. Okay, I expect the same type of performances, to be honest, until we meet Arsenal. And I hope we crush them as well. We can't have them coming to Old Trafford. So the players have to step up. They have to work together, try and get some more football and put the ball in the net. They have to get a rhythm. And I think the teams what are going to be playing, I don't really think there's going to be too much energy coming from these teams. So we need to avoid going forward more injuries. We need some players back, and we need a cohesion on the pitch so we know what we're doing. And we need Ahmad onto the pitch. And I'll just state as well, it was nice to see another young lad come on the pitch. I know it was at the end, but he had 10 minutes there and he had a big smile on his face. Yeah, and Erik ten Hag was joking and that with him. He seemed happy to come on, made up, and that's nice to see. But I just don't understand the Ahmad bit. That's puzzling.
Yeah, I think Wheatley's Manchester United's 250th academy graduate to make his appearance in the first team. So it just shows you what Manchester United are built on, and it could be something that they'll be using a lot more of going forward in the future. But it was also good to see Højlund back on the score sheet tonight. First goal since February.
Well, looking at Højlund there, he needed that goal. Bit of confidence booster for him going forward. Let's hope he gets some more. Burnley on Saturday. He should get opportunities. I didn't think he was running around as much tonight. He wasn't really getting the ball and that. I think the passing was a bit wayward. It wasn't going for him. We have criticised the midfield and we have criticised Garnacho, whether it's Anthony or Rashford, not giving him the ball quick enough and that. So he's been a bit deflated. But I think coming back from the injury now, I think he should be stepping up and getting that goal going forward should be good. And really, you know, I've got to say this, right? And this is truthful. When they scored their second goal, right, I'm being serious here. This is what I thought. Please, please, wake me up. I want to go to bed, go to sleep, and someone wake me up when the cup final. I just thought at that moment there, this is just going to be a pylon and it's going to go disastrously wrong. But fair play to United. They stuck to the task. They did grind it out, and that was good. They didn't buckle. Even though they were poor, right? They had the momentum, but I really felt to myself, and I'm sure a lot of other United fans had the same sentiment. Just wake me up when that cup final's here. I can't take any more of this, things like that. And that moment there, I think just summed up our season, the disappointment for everybody.
Great final comments. I thought he was going to burst out into the song, to be honest with you. I thought it was lovely. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Smash a like on the video. Get your comments in on the game as well. And if you've not subscribed, think about subscribing because we're on that march to 70,000 before the end of the season. Much love. Thank you.